are going to study about, that is, we are going to discuss about the syllabus of zoology SYBSc syllabus, that is course title is Animal Diversity 3. So course code is Z0231. So this is a 2 credit course. So number and the title and the content in that, number 1 is Introduction to Phylum Chordata. Introduction to Phylum Chordata. What is chordata? So chorda is a rod-like supportive structure that is present dorsally, that is presence of notochord is there. That's why the organisms are divided in this phylum, that is phylum Chordata. So in that we are going to study about, so in that number 1.1 is origin and the ancestry of chordates. So there are different type of theories, that is how chordates are originated. There are coelenterate theory, again echinodermal theory. Some theories are accepted and some theories are rejected. So in 1.1 that is origin, and in 1.2 that is comparative account between the chordates and the non-chordates. So chordate means the organism having nerve cord, notochord and the gills. These are the main 3 basics of the chordates. And again in non-chordate, so the non-chordate are the organism, they don't have the notochord. So notochord is nothing but the supportive rod-like structure which is present dorsally. So in 1.3, that is silent feature of phylum Chordata. So there are different features of the phylum Chordate. So in that, bilateral symmetry. So what is bilateral symmetry? Means if the organism, suppose this is the human being, if the organism is divided into 2 halves, so these 2 halves are the exact mirror image of one another. So this concept is known as bilateral symmetry. Again, the organisms are triploblastic. So what is triploblast? Triploblast is nothing but the presence of 3 germ layers, that is ectoderm, endoderm and the mesoderm. So 3 basic germ layers are present in those organisms, that is chordates. So those organisms known as triploblastic animal. Again, coelom is present. So what is coelom? Coelom is nothing but the body cavity. So true coelom is present in the chordates. So what is true coelom? Coelom is a body cavity, and the body cavity having have a mesoderm in origin. That's why these organisms are known as mesodermal in origin, known as true coelomates. So in 1.4, that is classification of phylum Chordata up to class Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia and the Mammalia. As we know that, so this classification of phylum Chordata, Chordata is divided into protochordates and the urochordates. Again, urochordata is divided into 2 different divisions. That 2 different divisions are known as a craniata and the craniata. Again, craniata means the cranium, that is brain box is present. Again, this craniata organism shows, or again the vertebrata. So vertebrate animal shows the presence of vertebral column. So in vertebrata, so this notochord, or notochord is modified into the vertebral column. Okay, so the nerve cord, that is spinal cord and the brain, again the modification of nerve cord, and the modification of notochord is the cranium and the vertebral column. So these cranium and vertebral column are the protection of nervous system, that is they protect the brain as well as the spinal cord of the organism. After that, there are different type of classes, the class up to Pisces. So as we know that the all Pisces, that is all fishes that are included in the Pisces, that is class Pisces. After that, the next class is tetrapoda. So what is tetrapoda? Tetra means 4, poda means leg. So tetrapoda, it includes the organism Amphibia, Reptilia, aves and the mammals. So as we know that example of amphibia is, that is a frog. Frog live on a land as well as it is frog live in a water. After that, reptilia and the ape and the mammals. So these organisms that live totally on a land. So the amphibian animals, half life of there they live in a water, and after that they live on a land. The next point is introduction to group Protochordata. Okay, so the next is introduction to Protochordata. Proto means primitive, chorda means the presence of notochord. So the primitive notochord is present in the organism. So those animals included in the group Protochordata. Group Protochordata, again the Protochordate, it includes Hemichordata and the Cephalochordata. So the example of Hemichordata is Balanoglossus and Cephalochordata is Amphioxus. So number 3, introduction to subphylum Vertebrata. So silent features of Vertebrata is the presence of vertebral column. Again, introduction to the general characters of section with 2 examples, that is Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha, means absence, Gnatha means jaw. So the jaw is totally absent in those organisms. So Petromyzon, example is Petromyzon and the myxine. Again, next is Gnathostomata. So the Gnathostomata means the organism having the jaw. Okay, means absent, Gnatha means jaw. So jaw animal that are included in Gnathostomata, example is frog and the labio. Labio is nothing but the species of fishes. So next is introduction to class Pisces. So silent feature of class Pisces. So as we know that all fishes that included in the Pisces, so they live in a water, having a fins, having a gills. So these are the general or the silent features of the class animals. After that, the silent features with the 2 example of class Chondrioctis and the Ostreoctis. As we know that in Chondrioctis, that is the organism which are included in Chondrioctis are cartilaginous fishes, and in Ostreoctis the organism, the internal skeleton, that is bony skeleton. So internal skeleton is a bone. Example is Labio, Rohita and the Katla are the fishes, are the bony fishes. After that, types of scales in fishes and types of fins in fishes. There are different types of scale as well as different type of fins present in fishes. Now, the introduction to next is 5th is introduction to the class Amphibia. Amphibia, so the silent feature of amphibia, as we know that some life stages, for example larva of frog that live in a water, when the larva mature, the adult that live on a land. So for the respiration on a land, the development of lung is there for the respiration in a frog. Okay, after that, so parental care in a amphibia. So different types of frog or different type of amphibians, they take care of their young ones. So there are different patterns of caring their young ones. So this pattern is known as parental care in a amphibia. So introduction to order Apoda, Salamandra and Anura. So these are the different orders of the class Amphibia. So we are going to study the 3 examples from each class of the order Apoda, Salamandra and the Anura. Next is study of Scalodon. As we know that the Scalodon is a cartilaginous fish, and in local language we call it a shark. So Scalodon, the systematic position or the geographic classification and the habit and the habitat. So what is habitat? So the surrounding of the organism is known as habitat. After that, external characteristics of the fishes. So fishes having a fins, dorsal, median. So the different types of fins are there. So we are going to study whether the fish having the fins, whether the fish having the scales or having, or which type of scales or fins are there. So digestive system, that is food and the feeding mechanism. Next system is the respiratory system. Again that external and the internal structure of circulatory system along with the heart. Nervous system, in nervous system only brain is included. After that male urinogenital system and the female reproductive system, and the last point is yolk sac in yolk sac placenta. So we are going to study about the thoroughly about the paper. That paper is known as animal diversity, and this is the syllabus of SY BSc paper 3, that is animal diversity 3. So this is paper of 2 credits. Thank you.